there's a camera here now. I said we could only shoot from the waist up. A little nervous there. And now Danny's in the audience. I heard Charlotte gave up her seat. Said, you need to sit here. She's sitting over there now. Well, give Charlotte a round of applause. So, yeah. Check my fly, like, seriously. Yeah, we're good, we're good. Yeah. Yes. In 1800, a British warship sailed into the Pictou harbor, and they left behind a passenger. He was 20 years old. They describe him in the history books as being quite well dressed and seeming to have money. And they also describe him as being an alcoholic, and conveniently enough for his lifestyle, he was able to find an apartment in Pictou right above a pub on Creighton Street. And he lived there the rest of his life. And I guess he used to go down to the bar. That's where he spent most of his time, was in that old tavern there. And back in the 1800s, Pictou was a very busy harbor town. There were boats sailing in and out of the harbor all the time, and the locals didn't know what to make of this 20-year-old guy when he first got there. They didn't really like him, and he claimed that he was George IV's son, and of course everybody thought he was a liar. But it wasn't until he passed away, in attendance at his funeral were local politicians and some of the prostitutes that he knew from the pubs downtown, and the locals in Pictou started to believe the story. Well, maybe he was telling us the truth. And then a few months later, another British warship sailed into the harbor, and a crew got off the boat and they decorated his grave with iron railing. And the royal family hired a local family in Pictou to maintain that grave for years following. But George IV wasn't yet king, and at that time he had 4 known illegitimate children, and one of them was sent to St. Andrews, New Brunswick, and buried there. And but this is the story of the Prince of Pictou. By the lights of Pictou harbor, a lonely prince stands on the shore, left behind across the ocean to hide the ways of George IV. A lantern flickers in the hallway, a clock burns time from afar, dressed to kill but dying fast inside. He makes his way down to the bar. He tells the story of his old life to a wall of disbelief. He buys a drink for the girls of Creighton Street and spends the fortune of a king. There are diamonds buried in these waters. There is gold hidden in the hills. There are secrets that lie beneath the surface of an unwelcome son, a forgotten prince. He sits in darkness at the tavern and counts the years of away from home. He lifts his glass, makes a toast from his worn out barroom chair. Here's to life upon the throne, and here's a toast to my father. I wonder, does he ever drink to me? I wonder, does he ever think of me? Cold of January took him at the age of 33. They carried him up to the top of Laurel Hill to let him rest among the trees. And all the politicians gathered pay the mystery man his due. And although they never said hello, they've come to say goodbye, just in case the story's true. There are diamonds buried in these waters, there is gold hidden in the hills. There are secrets that lie beneath the surface of an unwelcome sun. A forgotten prince. There are diamonds buried in these waters, there is gold